Yo, what up, guys? It's your boy T-Dub. What's blazing in sports? We are here live. All right, guys. Let me just check the site, make sure everything is showing good. I do not have a lot of time, but I want to touch on this just a little bit. All right, let's see. Coming up right now. All right, we looking good, guys. As you can see from the title, basically it's Bernard Hopkins throwing hell-size seesaw on Floyd Mayweather. Guys, wow. He did an interview, or he was on the Breakfast Club, and it was brought up about him being a businessman and George Foreman being a businessman, and then Charlemagne asked about Floyd Mayweather. Bernard pumped the brakes on that real hard. He's not a businessman. I'm a businessman. George Foreman's a businessman. They won these type of awards. I never seen them in the trenches, so on and so on. So I want to give you guys my personal thought on this. I mean, you can let me know if you think, was he hating, was he not? Let me know what you think of this. Do you think that maybe, hey, it's just listen, maybe like 50 Cent said, or maybe a lot of people said before, if he ain't with us, then fuck us. Basically, if he ain't on the same team with us, we ain't fighting each other, we don't have no deal in play to where I need to support you, then that means you are my opponent. If you're my opponent, I'm not going to shine any kind of light on you whatsoever. Guys, but if you're just natural born hating on this man, let your boy know. So let's get to it, guys. He says Floyd Mayweather is not a good businessman. He hasn't seen him in the trenches. My personal thoughts on this, I do think Floyd Mayweather is a good businessman, no matter how you look at it. If you look at his net income versus Bernard Hopkins' net income, Floyd's a little bit better businessman. You haven't seen him in the trenches? You probably not. Every big boss that you know is not in the trenches. Actually, a lot of big bosses, they're not in the trenches. They have people that they put in the trenches to work out the deal. They tell them, listen, this is what I want. This is what I want. This is the minimum I accept. Go out and negotiate it. That's what the real big bosses do. But Floyd was in the trenches. If you really think about it, he did put in the work because his business was basically revolved around him, his persona, and that's marketing. The way he changed himself from Pretty Boy to Floyd Money Mayweather, the gym work. Guys, the guy's 49-0 for a reason. If he'd have took a loss a long time ago, 2 or 3 losses, doesn't matter. He wouldn't have the money he have now, which means this guy had to put in work. He had to hone on his craft. He had to work on his business, which was himself, which was his career, which was staying perfect, which was actually, it's crazy enough, probably creating more haters than people that actually support him. Because the good guys, I think Andre Ward is a good guy. I think he's a hell of a fighter. He's well-spoken. He's a guy that you would probably want your son to look up to. But because this world craves that, I don't know, attitude or something they can gravitate to, then he doesn't get, the respect view-wise and money-wise that he really deserves. I guess, well, I don't say money. He's just not a casual fans wouldn't know who he is. They know who Floyd is because Floyd, he talks in the game, and they want to see him lose. So in that aspect, do I think Floyd is a businessman? Absolutely, I do think Floyd is a businessman. Next point I want to touch on. It looks like Bernard Hopkins was taking a couple donkey-sized shit turns on the Conor McGregor versus Floyd Mayweather fight, but it's crazy enough that I believe Golden Boy actually was talking about if he wanted fights here, set him up to fight Canelo. How is that fight good for Canelo if it can make sense, but it's not good if it's Floyd Mayweather doing it. Also, I believe Cotto, which is a Golden Boy, I think he's on a Golden Boy, is actually fighting on the same day that Floyd Mayweather is. And guys, listen, Floyd did not try to compete with the big birds, all right? And Floyd used to always fight on May and September. He did not try to compete with that. He said, you know what? I'm not really deep in the sport no more. Those are your days, all right. But you can't tell this man to never fight because you're going to always have boxing matches for year on year. And you can't say, well, you can't fight that weekend because I got Billy Bob fighting. You can't fight this weekend because I got, I got Cotto fighting. You can't do that, So they picked the weekend. They picked a time. It's very short span. They didn't push it out, and the people get what they want within this summer, and I like it. So I think this is a matchup that's just intriguing. It makes business sense. Here's the thing: you said Floyd's not a businessman, but this makes business sense. You know, a businessman doesn't have to be the man to do everything on his own. A businessman got to be wise enough to know, you know what? I'm not good at negotiating this, so I'm going to seek out the best person to do that for my behalf. You know what? I might not be the best marketer, and I'm going to get this person. And that's what they do. And then at the top of it, they sit at the head of the table while everybody they hire trickles down to, you know, CEOs and CFOs, and then, you know, other level, and all the way down to the ground level. You know, the person that's really running everything, the top businessman, is not down there in the deep trenches no more. He just calls shots, and then when something messes up, then he just say, "You're fired. Give me somebody else better." So, honestly, I do think Floyd Mayweather is a good businessman. I mean, at least for himself, you can't knock it. His business trans into money. Like I said, people lie. Numbers don't lie. And his numbers do not lie. And I think he said something like, you know, he got what does he say? He said he got an advisor. He got a manager. He got this guy. That's 10% each guy. How do you know what his deal is with those guys? How do you know? When you're dealing with millions like they bring in, how do you know it's a 10% deal? Maybe if you're just making Rudy Poop money or okay money, and that's a standard. But we know standards is just like almost, it's just typical. It's not always. When you're dealing with millions on millions, you know, even a 3 or 4% of Mayweather money is going to bring you really good money, you know. But that's what I just want to touch on the guys, you know. I heard that I was at work, so, you know, I can't jump into it now, but I know I got to give it a go. Looks like they said Bernard Hopkins was throwing a lot of shade Floyd Mayweather way. So, honestly, I don't know if it's shade because he just hates Floyd Mayweather. I don't know if it's shade because, listen, I'm not with Mayweather Promotion. I'm with Golden Boy. I'm fighting on the same night that he's fighting on. And I'm here to promote Canelo Alvarez and Triple G. You know, so it could be just a business aspect that, you know, I'm not going to say nothing that's going to help this man. If you're going to interview me and ask me about Floyd, and that's my competition, you know what? I'm going to shit on him. I'm going to throw salt on him. I'm going to do whatever I can to minimize his accomplishments, minimize him as a person. And what I have to admit, if I don't, I'm going to fight it. It's your boy, Bernard Hopkins. All right, guys, it's your boy T-Dub. What's blazing the sports, and we're going to get out of here. Take care, guys.